Hi, are you a BMW M1000R owner? And are you feeling, after the first couple of months of just getting used to the power and the excitement of this beautiful machine, but now you're feeling ashamed in thinking, it's just big, it's hard to corner, it's just not what I thought it would be, especially if you're coming from an S1000R. If you are thinking that, then do carry on watching, because I've got some modifications I made to my bike here that completely transformed it and made it a bike I want to ride every day, and hopefully it will for you too. So for me, the first problem coming from the SR to the MR was cornering. There was just a real disconnect. It felt heavy, it felt too stiff or too soft. It just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, especially in comparison to the S that I had owned for over 4 years and grown so familiar with. And the answer is two things. Firstly, get your suspension properly set up. That's where you take it to somebody who knows what they're doing. They will assess the front and rear sag. They will then be able to adjust the rebound and the compression, etc. All the stuff that I don't know how to do. I took mine to RPM in Northampton, and Ian over there did a fantastic job. Straight away, it felt a completely different bike. It felt something I wanted to ride. A little bit stiff, but that's where the tweaking comes about. So what the M has over the S is the ability to configure and change the DDC, the front dampening, the rebound, the compression, something the S didn't have at all. So basically on here you can electronically change the compression and rebound for the rear and just the dampening on the front. Now I am 5'10", 12.5 stone, and if it helps anybody out there, the setting advised to me from RPM was 5 on the front dampening, 8 on the rear compression and 9 on the rear rebound. Now I've been playing about with making that a little bit softer, but rather than making it softer, making the rebound a little bit more reactive and less reactive, because I found the 589 is a little bit too stiff, whereas I just want it a little bit softer for road use. Once you have your suspension settings sorted, then you do have a front steering dampener here, something you didn't have on the S. I keep this 2 to 3 clicks off maximum. So now the suspension is almost set up, I'm still tweaking what I want. That has completely transformed the bike for me. The ride is just so much better. But the thing that made the most difference, which you hear quite a lot about in forums and groups and I never paid too much attention to, is these little things under there, bar risers. These are 10mm bar risers. You can get 20 and 30mm. And another thing is the way they face. I have them facing here where they're towards me, the rider, but you can flip them round 180 and they'll be facing a little bit more upright. By now having them facing towards me and a little bit raised, I have found that I sit probably about a fist away nuts from the tank, so I'm sat about here, and now the position, the cockpit, just feels more like the S. It doesn't feel like a massive bike. And then when I want to really put a lick on and exaggerate my body position, pushing my bum back into the rear of the seat makes all the difference. It now feels like the bike is for my size and shape. So once the suspension is set up, once the bar risers are put in, and I should note the bar risers also meant that I just didn't have to lean forward as much, which has alleviated some pain in the top of my shoulders and lower back. The last thing to do that transforms the bike is the M1000 comes with a 200 rear wheel as opposed to a 190 that you find on the S. So I swapped that over from a 200 to a 190, and that instantly gave me more flickability on the bike, which is something I much prefer. So 3 simple changes. Have your suspension set up professionally for your body and weight. Put on bar risers so you are closer to the bars and don't have to lean forward as much. I chose 10mm, you might want a little bit more. And then lastly, changing the rear tyre from a 200 to a 190 to gain that extra flickability. Those 3 changes will transform the bike. For me, it transformed it for the better, and I hope the same could be said for you. So there you have it, 3 cost-effective changes that really transformed this bike into being more comfortable for me, my body shape and my riding style. I hope one of those 3 or all 3 of them could make the difference for you. They are very cost-effective to do, so don't sit on it and get it done. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was useful. A like and a subscribe would be greatly appreciated, and I'll catch you on the next video.